Don't use Calendly. Hey guys, today I'm going to be telling you why you shouldn't be using Calendly as your appointment scheduling software and a free alternative that you should be using instead. So let's jump right in. So this is Calendly, and let's just take a look at their basic dashboard. Calendly, although it's free, it has a lot of limitations and is a very basic kind of program which doesn't allow you the kind of customization you will probably need if you're actually running a business that is large enough for you to require appointments only. So Calendly is very limited in that term. So let's just take a look at their basic dashboard. You can see over here, if you create a event type, then you have to set up your own schedule, and you can't make a custom schedule that is hidden from certain clients, and certain clients can view that schedule and certain cannot. So you have this one standard kind of appointment schedule that you have, and that's a very big issue because obviously there are certain people that you would make exceptions for, certain teams you will make exceptions for, but Calendly doesn't allow that. Unless you add certain specific dates for them, you won't be able to show them a more customizable, a more available calendar to maybe your exclusive higher paying clients or anything like that. So if you use you just get two options whenever you're setting up your event. You can use your existing schedule, so your basic public schedule, which everyone has access to, or you can set custom hours for this specific event, and that's something you'll have to do for each event every time you create a new event using Calendly. Now, going back on their home page, if you just click over there and taking a look at the events that I have previously created, I'm just going to take a look at this. And you can see the invitee questions. So what this does is you can add invitee questions, and you can add a new question. You can make it a optional or a required question. And a issue that Calendly has currently been facing, I've noticed, if you add, you have your name and email. If you add another question, so maybe you're gonna add number, you're gonna apply that, and then you're gonna add Skype, and you're going to apply that. So the person that is setting up their appointment with you, if they don't fill out their number or Skype, they will actually just put in the event notes in these blocks, and that gets really confusing when you're just taking a look at your appointments and then you randomly see your notes pop up in the invitee questions. So that's an issue, and the only way that you can actually remove this issue is make this a required field. So if you make this a required field, then obviously your client or your person, whoever is trying to book an appointment, will have to fill out these. And usually clients prefer not to share their number, especially if they're sharing their email or Skype. And if they really are contacting you via Skype, they probably don't want to share their number. Hence why I don't recommend using Calendly. It has a lot of limitations, and if you ever want to customize Calendly, that's just impossible. You will have to pay for Calendly if you want to make any kind of changes to their basic platform. So just to show you guys what the basic will look like, you can just add your scheduled events, your workflows, and event types, and that's it. There's nothing more you can really do with Calendly. So instead of Calendly, I recommend that you guys use Equity. So what this is, or AQT, whatever you might want to call it, and this is another appointment scheduling software. It's very easy to use. It's not too much of a hassle, and it provides you with a lot more customization than Calendly. So it just takes 2 minutes to get started on AQT. Just gonna create your account over here. Now it's just going to take 2 minutes to set up my account, and I'm going to show you the difference that both of their dashboards have and the different features that both of them provide. So I'm going to get back to you guys in a minute once I set up my account. And now once I've entered some of my personal details, you're going to see this dashboard, and you can see just by the design itself how this looks far more professional and easy to use than Calendly. So you're going to enter your business name. Let's just enter JDo. Let's just say you're a makeup artist, and you can set your time zone. Then you are going to set your appointment type, so what kind of prices you're going to be charging your clients. So it's just easy for everyone to view the cost for your time, and they don't have to, call you to ask what charges are available and what appointments are available and what prices you're going to be charging for a specific service. So you can just add that. Just say a consultation is $5 and it's around 15 minutes. And then you're just going to set up your availability. So what days are you going to be doing these consultations? So let's just say maybe you're going to do it 5 to 4 p.m., 5 to 6 p.m. on Wednesday, and then you're just going to do it maybe 1 to 6 p.m. on Tuesdays and 1 to 6 on Mondays. So just like that, you have created your scheduling software. And now you have just created your scheduling software. You've set up your first event, and now over here you can see your hours of availability, and then you have your client scheduling limit. So you can, ban or set limits to when clients can actually schedule you. So your clients are not allowed to schedule you for less than 12 hours in advance and more than 12 hours in advance. So you can bar clients from scheduling you at the last minute. So if you don't take last minute appointments, depending on the industry you're working in, you just might not be able to do that. You can set these time limits. So let's just say you do not allow clients to schedule fewer than maybe 1 hour in advance and more than 60 hours in advance, and they can only schedule you maybe this many days in the future. So if you don't take long-term bookings for the next year or next month, you can set that. Let's just say you only take appointments within the next 30 days, and per time slot you can book as many appointments as you want. So if there's one time slot and your task can be divided. Let's just say you're running a hair salon and you can probably do 2 people's hair at the same time, especially because that's a very long process and it takes hours and hours for the hair to develop. So you can actually do more than 2 clients or 3 clients at the same time. So you can add more appointments to a single time slot depending on what you do. Obviously, if maybe you're in a one-on-one industry, you can't do that, but in this kind of industry you could. So you can add that over here. Also, you have the option to accept appointments until they are fully booked, or accept a maximum number of appointments per day or per week. So you can set that as you like. If you only want to work maybe 6 hours a day, you can set that. So your appointment scheduling software won't accept more than 6 hours worth of work for each day. And you don't have to worry about working maybe 12 hours all of a sudden on one day, and then you're working maybe 2 hours on the next day. Everything will be balanced out for you. So let's just say we're going to accept appointments until we're fully booked. And then you can save these limits, and all of these will be applied to your calendar, and you won't have to hassle with it again and again. And over here, if you go back to their basic dashboard, you can see this is your calendar, and it's a far better grid view than Calendly. You can see this is such a empty kind of calendar that they have over here, and yet over here it's interactive. It looks good. If you want to check your schedules, you can view it over here. If you have a website, you can link your website and have schedules made directly from your website. So people can schedule you via your website, and they don't have to jump on Calendly, and you don't have to tell all of your clients to use Calendly to book you. They also have their commerce solution. So if you're a brand or a seller, you can make it easy to schedule your deliveries, your different kinds of services that you might be providing. They also have email campaigns, domains, and Google Workspace if you're working in a larger group. And maybe you want to integrate your Google Calendar or your Google Docs, maybe your Google Notes you need them to be integrated into your appointment scheduling. You can do that via this app. And then below that, you have permissions and billing. So a good option that is provided in AQD is that you can set your payment information and different invoices. So you can set up any kind of payment that you might want. You also have your invoices, your billings. So obviously we don't have any clients, we don't have any billings yet. And as I was speaking of the customization that is available on both Calendly and Acuity or equity, you can see that over here there is a lot of things you can do with the appearance of your web page or your scheduling software page. You can make it either a daily or a monthly based appearance depending on what you prefer. You can have your business name, your logo, your general scheduling instructions. So any instructions that you might want to show your clients before they book an appointment with you, you can write them over here and they'll show up with each booking, so your clients really have a good idea of what they should prepare for if they're coming to see you. You also can start the weekday. So if your week starts on Sundays or Mondays, you have your time format, your language, and then you can change your background and fonts. You can also change the wording, or so for example on Calendly they call it an event. Over here they call it just a new block, or you can change the general wording that your company uses. So if you guys like to use certain terminology, you can change that over here. So let's just say our scheduler text color is this, our text background is this, so our page is gonna look like this. You can see on the right side you have what it's gonna look like once you apply this in real time. So let's just say you want it to be red and pink, because by now you guys probably know I really like pink, so maybe I'll just keep the background white to keep it clean and make the headers pink. And the body background, I think it should look gray is good. And then you're going to save your changes. And now you have customized the look of your calendar, so your entire company, doesn't feel so disoriented from their scheduling software. They don't feel like they're using some kind of outdated software from the 90s. It actually looks present, it looks current, and it looks good. So if you just refresh it over here, you can see your monthly calendar or weekly calendar just by clicking this. And if you want to create a new event, you're just going to click on new. You can add whatever kind of title you want. So let's just say it's another consultation, and you can make it either a recurring thing. So maybe this is a recurring event. So, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, you're available for this kind of consultation. And maybe you want to add something that's a one-time thing. So let's just say on the maybe 22nd of September at 1 p.m., you have a custom appointment with a client. You can make it a recurring appointment, so it could be every Wednesday, every other Wednesday, every third Wednesday, every fourth Wednesday, every 22nd of every month, and the fourth Wednesday of every month, or make it a daily appointment. So these are a lot of good options that you can set and have your appointments created for you and get reminders on your appointments. And then you're going to fill out your client name, and that's just it. And then you can just create a different kind of appointment on your calendar that is going to be far more appealing than just a standard Wednesday to Wednesday kind of format. So that was it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and now you guys know that Calendly is really not that worth it. It's just a beginner's software, and if you're really looking for something that's really good, I would definitely recommend using Acuity. Or you can take a look at the priced programs on Calendly, but I think they're definitely not worth it. You're gonna get the same features as the premium or the pro, that is $8 or $12 per month, that you're gonna get on Acuity for free. So if you've previously been using Calendly, you can just sync your calendar on Acuity, and then you have all of your appointments made directly onto Acuity, and you don't have to re-enter everything. So you can get started on Acuity today and abandon Calendly. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.